Hey, YouTube. I am here. Let us cheer. Anyway. Let's do this. Anyway, what have we got to do right now? I have recipe. We have character. Got Elliot. Nicholas and Lot. Nicholas. Upper class. Huh. I don't have a lot on here. Phew. I'm feeling way better now. Have a fabulous month. I thought it'd be smart to rest, and yeah, medicine Dr. Beatrix Amy really did the trick. Okay, cool. So he's not a horn dog. Ah, yes. Oh. Oh my, what a delectable smell. Feels like it's coming from emanating from the cooking club. Perhaps I should follow my nose and grace him with my presence. Rooftop. There was a fee up here. Is he up here? What, yeah, fee? Being bored. That's not what I meant. Are you planning on joining any clubs? How about I help you look up? Too much work. Ah, she's a difficult one. Have you decided on what club you want to join? I'm considering focusing my time on extracurricular activities during our free days myself. Hopefully we can both make the most of our free day tomorrow. My name is Hybel, and before you joke that my name rings a bell, I'm head of the wind orchestra. The name's a bit misleading, though, since we focus more than just percussion and wind. If your interest lies in strings or something, we'd still be more than happy to help you. If you'd like to join, stop by whenever you can. I have been trained in the art of the piano since I was not but a child. What do you think? Do I sound like a normal noble if I talk like that? I've been playing piano for a while, though, and I thought it'd be fun to play here, too. Ah, yeah. We already got everybody here. Nothing relaxes me like having a violin in my hands. This academy seems very well equipped. Place might not be so bad after all. Oh. There we go. There's new student day. I'm just a janitor. This is my room. If you ever need any advice, just stop on by. I'll help you in any way I can. If you bust a window or three, you can let me know. I won't get after you too much. Ha, alright. You'll be the first to know if I start endangering the school's class. But it won't be there if he starts endangering the school's ass. What? Master Vincent is the only son of the Floral family. Despite his pedigree, however, it would be wise to take his words with a healthy degree of skepticism. For instance, while he may claim to be the noble escort, most women he offers her service to reject him. Oh, lost little lamb, worry no longer. For I, Vincent, the noble escort Floral, will take you wherever your heart desires. Noble escort? What does that even mean? Been a half a month since the Instru ceremony. I'd imagine you're starting to get used to your life here. It's a lot to take in, but as long as you keep your head up, I'm sure you'll adjust soon enough. That was the infirmary, that was where I just was. Faculty lounge. Principal's office. Conference room. Staff only. If I remember correctly, the Student Union building should be east of the main building. Doesn't seem like this is too urgent though, so I may all head out after familiarizing myself with the campus a bit. Okay. Hey there, Becky. Have you decided on a club to join yet? Yeah, how many times do I need to tell you to stop acting like you're my mate? I'm joining the school store. Got a problem with that? Becky, that's not a club at all. I know. You think I'm daft or something? As usual, you continue to baffle me and presumably everyone else. Let's see. Auditorium is closed, so I can't run around and... Inspector Sarah's asked me to go to the student council. Supposed to be on the second floor of the student union building. The sub. Why is he in there? What's wrong? That's nothing. Oh well, I guess I'll just return to the dorms for today. Go to the library. I found a very exciting novel series here the other day. The real page turner. As soon as I finish them, I come right back here and grab the next one. Hello and welcome to the library. You'll be familiar with it by the end of your tenure at this academy. It's almost second home for some students. Not only do we have every type of book you could imagine, but the quiet atmosphere makes it a perfect study spot. Feel free to come along whenever you like. We never turn away an inquisitive mind. Don't you have a club you should be running off to? Nope, still haven't decided whether I want to join one yet. How about you? The same. None have managed to catch my interest so far. I'm in no hurry. If any have merit, I'll find out sooner or later. Well, that sounds like you, I guess. You do things at your own pace and at your own discretion, just like a noble. Doesn't take a noble to exercise critical thinking and sound judgment, at least in theory. If that's all you have to say, then leave me be. I'm not looking to be friends with you or anyone else. Right, sorry for bothering you. I think we saw this in the last game. Making the... The Oval Revolution of 50 years ago had a profound effect on Erebonia, much as it did on other nations of the continent. Much is made of its impact on weaponry, but its influence on transport was equally noteworthy. Specifically, the Oval Revolution allowed for the creation of railways for the first time. Before the Oval Revolution, there was only 3 methods of transport to imperial citizens: horse, boat, and walking. Considering the sheer size of Erebonia, the situation was far from ideal. Traveling from the imperial capital of Heimdall to Bareahard, the capital of the Croatian province, for example, took 10 days on foot and 4 days by horse. Such long journeys would be impossible to imagine for the Erebonian citizens of today. Changing all that, however, was the Oval Revolution's transformation of manufacturing, making the creation of mechanical engines possible for the first time. This marked a key turning point in the history of transportation, and Erebonia's first use of these engines was the invention of the train. First orbitally powered vehicle to run on rail tracks was developing through the combined efforts of Professor G. Schmidt, a leading disciple of Professor Epstein, the Radford factory, known for the time as the weapons manufacturer. The freight line between Ruhr City and Sachsen iron mine was completed. Connecting calendar 1160. First passenger railway, connecting Heimdall and Ruhr, began operation. As a result of these developments, the concept of the orbital railway became widely known throughout the nation. And by 1175, a wide-reaching railway network had been created with the Heimdall at its center. This rail nexus effectively connected the imperial capital with all the major provincial capitals. This was followed soon after by the establishment of railways in other nations on the continent, eventually leading to the creation of the Transcontinental Railroad 20 years ago, which has made transporting people, goods, and information all over the continent significantly easier. There was no doubt that the orbital-powered airships invented by the Liberal Kingdom and the family automobiles developed in the Calvard Republic are also wonderful inventions. However, half a century after the orbital revolution is an incontestable fact. The railways are the most important method of transport. Well, excuse me, princess. You can check out all of the stuff. Can find out about all of the different cultures. Find about Aggression Pack, Phantom Thief B. Get to find out about IBC here. Let's see what the library has to say about. Not too bad. Can find out. I was sure that they had some spoilerific things about Trails in the Sky the Second here. Maybe not. It was just a couple years ago. Doors are locked. This is the engineering building, isn't it? Doesn't seem like anyone's here. I keep wanting to... Might seem a little quaint, but gardening is both fun and enriching. We'd love to have you join the club if you have so much as a budding interest. I'll teach you everything there is to know about plants. That is Adel. Well, I like to nickname Edelweiss. A year seems like such a long time, but it'll fly by if you waste it all studying. Hard work getting into this academy, so we deserve to have some fun while we're here. That's how some people view. Wonder if I can find any good material for this month. Oh, don't mind me just talking to myself. I do that sometimes. Actually, Class 7 might end up being a treasure trove of material. I don't know what material means, but I don't like the sound of it. Is the monkey monk. Whoa there. This lady's in the class team to get up so we can find it mighty fine. Be a crime against photography and it didn't snap some pics. Welcome to the Riding Club. I'm the current captain, Lambert Mock. And this is my trusty steed, Whitcomb. Are you a new recruit by any chance? If you have the slightest interest in joining, by all means, please do. Bet that's a little bit stanky. Ain't a horse place. A storehouse door. The whorehouse door is locked. Well, she's passionate to say the least. Joining a sports club does seem like it'll be interesting, though. Lisa and I are taking a look at all the clubs here. Would you care to join us, Bree? Emma, what are you saying? Alright, I'm sorry, Reen. It's fine, don't worry about it. Oh, that's a Lucy girl I've heard so much about. She has a different air about him than the other first years. She's awfully cocky for a commoner. The back gate is locked. Get to enjoy this sort of like happy-go-lucky type of school. That's the auditorium. Oh yeah, I forgot to visit the gymnasio. I guess this is where the fencing and swimming clubs are located. Not exactly sure what I'd call athletic, but it still might be worth checking them both out. I mean, we're a military academy after all. There's not much point being here if I'm not healthy. What's with that guy? What, does he think he's hot stuff just because they're noble? I've never been able to get along with chicks like that. Can't see that changing anytime soon either. What's with that guy? Just marched in here demanding to be made captain. So much for respecting your elders. Welcome to the fencing club. I'm Frido, the team club captain. Number of interesting first years have joined us. I'm so curious how things unfold. Healthy competition among club members is always a good thing. We'll say that again, asshole. I don't think I heard that right. Oh, of course, I'll say this many times as I take you to get into your thick skill. As the best swordsman here, I should be named captain of the club. Should you follow that, or must I speak more slowly? Ha, yeah, I gotcha. You're so damn cocky, how about taking me out one-on-one? Seems like you need a little attitude adjustment. I have no objections to that. Just remember you challenged me, so I expect no whimpering for you after you lose. Given your uniform, I assume you're part of Class 7. That's right, might have asked who you are? My name is Patrick. I'm from Class 1. Class 1, huh? One of the upper classes, right? I'm Rain Schwarzer. Nice to meet you. Do you really think the feeling is mutual? Couldn't in good conscience say I was pleased to meet anyone from some pathetic group. No, nobody's calling itself a class. While you're at this academy, it would serve you well to remember your place. Who wouldn't commoners to start thinking a little special treatment? Makes me better than nobles now, would we? A thought couldn't have been further from my mind. Thanks for the advice. This guy's a real peach. No, he's a Patrick. Fascinating. I suppose there are some things we can only do while we're students. Looks like there's a lot I can learn from this club. Yeah, really got away with words. Just goes to show why he made captain. I think this might be the club for me. Swimming doesn't just strengthen your body, but your soul too. If and when you join this club, try to think of a goal. Any goal will do as long as you want to make it happen. Working toward that will be a good way to help you become the you want to be. Oh yeah, I want to see the... This is a girl's locker room. If I walked in, my death would be swift. Blissful, but swift. Well, if you walked in at Margarita, depending on your test, of course, it may not be so blissful. The lacrosse club, too. You worked on Emma or Elisa, Laura, however. That could be considered nice. Sub.
This should be the student union building. I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the student council room. Hey there, first year. How's it going? Academy life and treating you well this past half month? Oh, yeah, it has. Guess it seems to be here. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Mostly, though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out. Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than this still. But you just hang in there, okay? Okay. Wait. You're a second year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name? Hey, now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first. How about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing? Trick? You got a 50 mirror coin you can load? I think so. Cheers. Alright. Watch closely. Now, which hand is the coin? It's singular. Too bad. Guess you win. You should be pretty good at following moving objects too, though. Wait. You said you could catch up quick. Huh? Keep up your good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh, and the student council room is on the second floor. First room back. See you around. Have a good one.
Just stole 50 lira.
Wait, my 50. Andy's doing all I was at the student council room too. Son of a nice dude. I haven't met many of the second years yet. I wonder if they're all like. Oh well. At least now I know where I'm going. Well, it really is open late. I guess there's no real rush. Might as well see what else people are up to in here.
See what all they have. Some whole juice. And a tomato sandwich. Man, I always feel hungry after class. Why don't you go get something? The food here's pretty good. I figured this academy would have some tough classes given how famous it is. Man, I still underestimated them. It's only April, so they haven't gotten too bad yet, but I think we're in for a tough 2 years. I'm pretty curious about Class 7, too. It's like they have a whole different curriculum than we did. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. There seem to be a lot of promising newcomers among the first years. It should be interesting to watch them all develop. Hey there, welcome to the campus store. Oh, well, will be the campus store once I finish setting up everything. I'm afraid I can't sell you anything today. I hope you'll come back again when we're ready, though. Well, because this is a New Game Plus, we won't need to. Yep. Should you get any first years to join the literature club? You got one in the photography club, but he's already showing up late and slacking off. Flip. Flip. Once she gets absorbed into her own little world, there's no way to reach her. I hope that new member comes along soon. Tall boys with glasses really are the best. Just thinking about them makes me all tingly. Yeah. Another day, another beat down by the nobles. Oh, for sure that I'd be able to win today, too. Is this club ever going to break its losing streak? Gone fishing, Kenneth. It's great to be a dark room for developing photographs. Looks like the place. There's definitely still someone inside. I can sense it. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Hello?
Hello?
Please come in. It's open.
Pardon the interruption. Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room. You sure is there Instructor Sarah sent you?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council. I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than me.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering. Are you a second year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior invite. The name's Joel Herschel. I'm the student council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you? I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know. I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for class.
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see. Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle equipment. So yours have to be compiled separate.
Meaning these notebooks have information.
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as inspection manuals for their accompanying battle equipment. And the other versions are all using the same type as last year. So we can just use last year's. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently. So we have to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Just me? Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf. Which means it's my fault this was taking so long.
No. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Technically, you're right. But she's always so busy. And I help out the other instructors a lot, too. So I don't mind when I have her time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So you just need to give these to the other students in class sorry.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help use our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out. So I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands.
One.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work on you.
There's no way I can turn you down. No. Instructor Sarah is absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let.
I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment.
There had.
But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the academy and
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send me feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them. And we try to help out. However, I'll take some for you to do by the end of the day. And drop this in your mailbox here tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing. Let's go. What a day. Can't believe she ended up treating the dinner in the cafeteria, and she's still got more student council work to do yet. Hello? This is Reed Schwarzer's.
Guten Tag, my favorite little wonderkind. I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
If this is how you treat your favorite little wonderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain what you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll give you details now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for Monday to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone?
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But alright, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council.
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask. Why me exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president. So, Emma or Maki and
Munchy ass.
social class? Yusuf and Mora were both born into noble families. So what makes me so special?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course, but in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that.
Well,
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, so there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place.
wait, what are you drinking?
Beer, of course. It's the weekend, and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my days. If only I had a class gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But whoa, such a man is nary to be found.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find, but if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away when the next big gust comes along. And make sure you back the door by curfew, and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles.
If I don't plant myself somewhere, she may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with
Yep. Yep. All right. Sorry to make you go through all that trouble. Oh, don't worry about it. You're in the middle of studying there? I'm sorry if I interrupted you. No need to be sorry for that. How'd you know I was studying, though? Got the pencil marks all over the sides of your hands. Well then. Should make sure to do plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'll be pretty hard too. Agreed. Plus there'll be a chance to show those snobby upper class students. I'll see you tomorrow then. Yeah, good night. Evening, Rean. What's up? So I was just looking for you. I got your student notebook here. Here you go. I was wondering when that had come. Thanks. Sorry to make you go out of your way to deliver it. No worries. Room's not really got a really distinctive feel to it though. What's that hanging on the wall? It's a sort of ornament made in the Nord Highlands. Thought it'd be a nice way to bring the spirit of my homeland along with me. I see, it really does give the whole room an exotic feel. Got your brushes out too, so I guess you're going to spend tomorrow painting? Yeah. I'm planning to head over to the art club. Feel free to come along if you feel like it. Haha, will do. Who's there? It's me, Rean. I got your student notebook here. Very well. You have my thanks. Don't mention it. Mind if I ask what you're up to? Or simply reading? Oh, what type of book? A biography I borrowed from the library. Why must I indulge your mundane little questions? Huh? While we may live in the same dorm, the two of us are perfect strangers. Your proximity to me does not give you license to intrude on my private life. You're right, I'm sorry about that. Pay it no mind. Also, I suggest you be more mindful of when and whom you volunteer your time. Otherwise, people will be more than happy to simply use you at every turn. Is that meant to be a warning? Doesn't seem like an easy guy to make friends with, that's for sure. Maybe he's got a good heart. Yep, good old useless has a good heart. Oh. 201 is... Hey there, E. Something the matter? Tal gave me Class 7's student notebooks handed out earlier, so I'm just going around delivering those. Here's yours, Elliot. Ooh, thanks. Anyway, were you playing on the violin in here? Sorta. It's kind of late, so I wasn't really playing per se, just doing fingering and motions. My orchestra isn't meeting tomorrow, so I thought I should get some practice tonight instead. Wow, you're really into your music, huh? Can't imagine most people being that invested in their hobbies. Your room's chock full of musical stuff, too. Ha! It's not that much, honestly. It'd be nice if the walls in these doors were a bit more soundproof, though. I'd be able to play all night without bothering anyone. Spoken like a true music nerd. Now it's time to go up to the ladies' floor. Oh yeah, giggity giggity. Vacant. Should be Fee's room. Who's there? It's me, Rean. I got something here for you. Coming. Cheers. Yawn. Oh, are you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you up. It's fine. I'm surprised you went to sleep that early, though. I mean, we just had dinner. Didn't have anything else to do. You done? Yeah, I just wanted to give you the notebook. Right. She's a unique one, that girl. I wonder how she ended up in sitting here anyways. Yes, who is it? It's me, Reen. Do you have a moment? Ah, Reen, I'll be right there. Thank you. Oh, and an unrelated note. How are you planning on spending the day tomorrow? Thinking I'll help out the student council. How about you? I plan on looking at some more clubs. I haven't seen what the culture clubs have to offer yet, so I'll be visiting them tomorrow. Alright, joining a club does sound like a good idea. Let me know if any of them seem real good. Alright, I will. Also, I do hope you're able to make up with Elise this one. Yeah, I'm going to try to talk to her again later. Good luck, but don't try and rush things either. I think Elisa still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. But don't worry, I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Thanks. Good night, Emma. Good night. Thank you for bringing me my notebook, too. Hey, Laura, are you in there? Is that you, Reen? I'll be right there. Thank you for taking the time to deliver it to me. Don't worry about it. What are you doing anyway? Didn't hear me knocking and you were covered in sweat. I was just practicing with a wooden sword. Must have been focused on my practice. I didn't hear you knock at first. That's some concentration, alright. I should do some practicing when I get back to my room, too. You certainly don't want to neglect your training. I'd enjoy it if I had someone to duel with sometime, too. Well then, good night. Good night. You give Elisa her student notebook too. Right, here goes. Who is it? It's me, Reen. What do you want? Why are you thinking about coming to some innocent girl's room this late at night? Okay, good point. Wouldn't have under normal circumstances, but there's something I need to give you. Oh. Okay, wait a moment. Hurry up and hand it over. Okay, just hand it. Should be this one. Let's see, Elisa. Right. Don't read that! Can't let my guard down around you for a second, can I? Sorry, I can't tell what notebook is which without looking inside. Really didn't mean any harm. Oh, so you say. Anyway, that's all you wanted, isn't it? Good night, then. So I'll have to back out for tonight. Seems like R is just an initial. Didn't finish reading her full name before she snatched it out of my hands, though. Is there a reason she's hiding it? See what books the ladies are looking at. Woo, baby. See what other trouble I can get into. Here is the storeroom. And there is the kitchen and dining room. I can't beat an ice cold beer after work. No, wait, maybe you can. With 2 ice cold beers. You've been drinking all night. Please try not to fall asleep there, okay? I don't want you to catch a cold. Don't you worry your pretty little head about me. I'm indestructible. Especially since I got the day off tomorrow. Say that like it totally excuses your entire night of drinking. Anyway, You're nice enough to take in some work for the student council, so that was a load off my shoulders. Looking forward to seeing how you perform tomorrow. Right. Wow, she went from plaster to bastard in the... She went from plaster to bastard in the wink of an eye. It's like there's a lot more to it than I thought. I'll have to use that. See, this is why. I feel so alone. Yeah. It's free day, free day. One from the principal, one from the engineering club, and oh hey, one from another first year. Certainly wasn't expecting a request from principal as one of my first assignments. I hope I don't screw it up. I'm curious about that one from the engineering club too, sounds interesting. Well, I got all day, so let's just dive in. Cool. Oh, wow. Totally missed out on that. Well, it's beautiful today. Right then, let's head out. Alright. Hi, Eric. Are you going to school today too? You guessed it. You're Harrison and Hannah's son, aren't you? I'm Rain. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm Kurt. Of course, we're going inside. Oh, hello there. You're from the nearby dormitory. Is everything settled down for you now? Everything seemed pretty chaotic for y'all until last week or so. It really has. Thanks for your help. Sorry that you were only able to visit with you for briefly when we first moved in. Oh my, how polite of you, but really it's fine. No need to worry. Just remember that you always have a neighbor you can count on. Likewise. Mix. Oh, the red ones, huh? I'll whatever, ask if you want something. Yeah, aren't y'all species? Ah. These are all the standard ones that we know of from. Why is. Does that make sense at all? No. Dude, no. I'll take a look around. Wow. Hours already passed. Guess this is what being thorough in this game really means. Still has little. Doesn't see. The Lino flowers are gradually starting to wilt and die. There's still a certain beauty. They're a symbol of springtime, so it's always sad to. Such is the passing of seasons, so. I go to Keen's bookstore. Oh, hey. Welcome. How look? Got some solid books for students lined up here. Keeping up well in class, mate? Hope ya. Being a student's all about keeping your head in the books. Can I say more, though? Alrighty. I already have all of these because I bought them all last game. Heard of Red Moon Rose? It's a pretty popular novel these days. As a matter of fact, I happen to have the first chapter of it right here. Why not give it a read? Sure, I can just have it? Think of it as thanks for helping the student council with their work. Besides, giving you a free book makes you more likely to buy one from us in the future, right? Ah, thanks. Next time I need a book, you'll be the first to know. I was surprised to find that in spite of its screen size, this town has all the shops one could possibly want. This cafe has a rather pleasant atmosphere too. Seems like the perfect environment for studying. Yeah, it certainly feels like a time built around the academy. I have to hand it to you though, you're really dedicated to your studies. Ha! Just doing what's expected of a student. You can try to make a habit of preparing for classes in advance and then reviewing the new material afterwards. Seems like a smart idea. This would be a good chance to get no below. Ah. Sarah really needs to calm down on anthology. Just the other day she got really drunk and started complaining to me about all sorts of different things. Mostly about how she can't handle the vice president. How she's worried she'll never find the right man for herself. Listening to her tired me out. Did you look at that? One of the new recruits. How did you like a nice meal? Got some good stuff on our menu and we'll make it fast or whatever your little heart desires. Oh, and by the way, if you're free to table, go ahead and use it to study. Bye. Another year of excited students happily interacting with those who live here. Familiar sight here, interested, but a comforting one. And you can go into people's rooms. Isn't that just lovely? Okay. Hey, Trista. Welcome to Radio Trista. We have a variety of radio programs to match any listener's needs. Please take time to tune in if you have an Orbital radio. Radio Trista will be debuting a new program tonight. I can hardly wait. What could this be about? My heart's racing just imagining the possibilities. Okay. Huh? Stock here isn't bad, considering how small the town is. Everything's quite a bit cheaper at our shop, though, due to our consistently price-pulled biking strategies. Food here is so fresh, I love it. It's nice and cheap too, saves me money to use on clothes. I definitely recommend this place to students like you. Shop. Bye. We're going to get 5 or... Sure, we have 10 of everything. Silver earring. Oh, I got all. Most of the new students come in to buy stationery from us this time of year. It's always fun to show them around since they seem like they have a good time. April's always a good month. Lesage. Welcome to Trista's branch of the Lesage. Our store features an assortment of fashions you'll find in our main branch in Heimdall, as well as goods for students. If you ever feel like your wardrobe needs a little refreshing, stop by and we'll have something just for you. These would normally be awesome, but General's Cape, Hocking Boots, see what the Academy swimsuit looks like. I can do that for a little while. I think we should put him with the stage air foot and the student council slave band. Medal of Friendship and Medal of Heroism. Open Delta. Aura Jacket. Battle Coach. Battle Boots. Ah. I want to look snazzy. Okay. Oh man, we could go. Man, the weather's perfect today. Fish are all really gonna be biting today. Like he's a student from one of the upper classes. Hey there. Haven't even met you yet. Got one of those red uniforms on, so I guess you're from class 7. That's right, my name is Reese Forth. Are you first year too? Yep, I'm kind of select lord. Class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back. You'd like it. But yeah, please, pleasure's all mine. Likewise, he's pretty laid back himself, especially for an noble. Heard the Imperial Fishing Club about fishing? You catch on quick? This is supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there are a ton of different fish you can catch here. I'm just trying to figure out the right spot. Ah, seems like you're having fun at least. You've done a bit of fishing in your time, haven't you? I'll give it a go. Oh, sure, but how'd you know that? Ah, just a hunch. Well then, from one fisherman to another. Are you sure I can have these? Feel kind of bad just getting all this stuff for nothing. Don't even sweat it. The Imperial Fishing Club's here to spread the joy of fishing, so it's all good. We're starting off as a white angler, but don't think too much about that. Just fish away to your heart's content. Oh, what? Ah, just ignore that for now. It's not all that important. Oh yeah, once you start standing up some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for your points. Prizes? Points? What's going on? That's all. Explain. It's time for me to head out. I got some fish to catch. I'll be fishing at the pond on campus if you want to join me. Still confused about some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have arrived, I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see. The label says it's made by the Lake Lord Company. Wait a minute. Isn't Lake Lord his last name? Well, it must be pretty famous. That's it. I assume. Experts on fishing. Looking over there, right? Seems like it could be a decent fish. Haunted Mansion is available too, so maybe I'll give that a shot when I have the time. Fishing. It's horrible here. Yeah, we want to turn turbo mode off when we're fishing. Clearly. Actually, I think that's that is the main fish. All right. Let's go to sub. Help that lady out. Pardon me, are you Colette from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request for this? Yeah, I did. But you're that guy from Class 7. Did you join the student council when I wasn't looking? Nothing like that. Just decided to help them out with some of their work. Student council president told me to handle your request. Oh, so that's how it is. Wow, we're both first years. You seem so much more grown up than me. People in Class 7 must be amazing. Ah, it's no big deal. So you wrote that you need help looking for your student donor? Yeah, I've been looking everywhere I can think of since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So does this mean you're going to start looking right away? So that if one person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. I see, so that's how Todd has all this arranged. Well, sure, you can count on me. Really? Thank you so much. Before I get too excited, I think I'll need a bit more information to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me when you first noticed you dropped your notebook? It was right after school yesterday when I went to borrow a book from the library. Can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out, and I couldn't because it wasn't there. Yesterday after school, got it. So when was the last time you remember having it? Probably right when classes had finished the day yesterday when I was still in the classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking to my friends, so I definitely had it then. Guess I must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library. I see, that narrows down quite a bit. You stop anywhere on your way to the library? Well, after the last time I came here to the student union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. I should be everywhere I went. Right. So there really aren't that many places where you could have dropped it. Best way to go about this seemed to be to split up and search the main building or the area surrounding it, I think. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you for, actually. Homan is there, because I searched the library from top to bottom this morning. The rooftop's out, because the janitor said he did notice it when he was doing his morning cleaning rounds. Main building it is, then. So you think I should start off with the classroom? I don't think you need to check that at all. I searched my classroom yesterday and didn't go to into any areas. Probably be a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest areas in there. I have a feeling that if it's in the main building, it's going to be on the second floor somewhere. Thanks for the info. I'll over there and take a look around. You can stay here at the student union and keep up research. Okay, will do. Thanks for agreeing to help me out. Okay, they are taking.
Right.
Pretty much gonna be like this for a while. Got this. And we'll go up to the second floor, like what she was saying. And there is her notebook. It should be it. I should check the inside just to be sure. This is another identical Colette running around. This is a win. She'll be happy to see this. I should get it back to her as soon as I can. Gotta go to the sub. Did you find it? Yes, assuming this is actually your notebook. Why don't you check it out just to be sure? But thanks. You're right, it really is mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is the only form of ID we students have. It would have been awful if I lost it. Especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one issued. Thanks so much for your help, Rain. I'm sorry, I'm just so relieved. Oh no, it's so important to you still. I'm glad I was able to help you out. By the way, where did you end up finding it? Oh, you know, the sofa's on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area? It's on one of those, just sitting there. So I was on the sitting floor. Oh, I guess I did relax there for a while. I don't think of it. I think I dropped it when sitting down once before. It had fallen out of my pocket that time though, so I didn't end up losing it. How would sitting down do that? What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? Well, one of my skirt pockets, usually. That makes sense. A lot of the bugs. Oh, the boys use their pants pockets too. You might want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. It's not gonna fall out of there. That's where I usually put mine. I've never had any problems. Jacket pocket? We've got those? I don't know if the girls' jackets are different than the guys are, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Hold on, let me check. Oh wow, you're right. I had no idea this was even here. There's no way my notebook will ever fall out of one of these. Thanks for the tip, that should solve all my pocket problems. Thanks. Happy to be of service. You've been a really big help today. It really doesn't make up for it, but would you accept this as a little token of my thanks? Accessory. Hold on, I couldn't possibly. Don't worry about it. Bought one for myself the other day, but I ended up ordering two by mistake. Can't really use both at once, so it makes sense to give it to someone else who might be able to do something with it. Well, if you're sure. Thanks. That's my line. Well, thanks for everything, Rain. Let's actually see if yes, you can use both of them. How many Grail lockets do I have? Check this. Oh. Yep, I already have all the Imperial Chronicles. Well, let's go to the gymnasium. Check out what Laura has for us. Good day, Irene. Have you come for a swim too? Not quite. Surprised the swimming club's active at this time of year, though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. Water is rather chilly, but I think it makes for good training. I know you. Nah. I think for this playthrough, well, his friend Alan apparently joined the fencing club, so I thought I'd pay him a little. Seems really busy now. Wouldn't want to interrupt. Maybe I'll stop by some other time. Loggins, why are we wasting our time practicing the basics? You'd pick up where we left off yesterday. Surely I'm not the only one who feels our draw was unsatisfactory. Shut it, you're first year, you do the basics. No two ways about it. Haha. And here I thought you were such a hothead that you'd jump at the chance. Oh well, I guess defeating you so hastily would spoil the fun, so I'll let you off for now. Up you little shit. Darn it, I wish I hadn't let my guard down yesterday. If I had gone all up, I would have won, and this little brat wouldn't be acting like he's better than me. Yesterday's match I ended in a draw, but I think I have a grasp on everyone's general skills level. Club should serve as an adequate way to pass the time until I graduate, at least. And of course, Patrick isn't just a noble, he's skilled with the sword. Are nobles really that much better than us? Alan, if you lose focus with the sword on your hand, you're liable to have one run through you. Right, sorry. That might prove interesting. You're looking toward this. Is interested in horses? What are you staring at? Oh, sorry. I have a feeling that this Ferris girl isn't exactly funny. Hopefully it's just my imagination I gotta practice to focus on. Oh. Being bested by a counter is quite simply not an option. Not of a floral my duty to put Elisa in place. I think we might have access to all of the bonding events. So, because of that, good day, Irene. Have you come for a swim too? Ah. Would it be fine if I just hung out and watched the club for a while? You'll get no objections from me. In fact, you came along at the perfect time. I was just about to test my short distance swimming speeds. You think you'd record my time? Sure, I can do that. Go! That took you 22.34 seconds. Phew. Just a so-so time. So, you tore across the pool. I didn't know anybody you say. I'd say you were part fish. Ah, let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father's a dolphin. In fact, he would probably outswim me. Hey, but he is the Radiant Blade Master. Your swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding, I could hardly take my eyes off of her while she was in the water. Is there a reason you're staring at me? Oh, no, don't mind me. I take it swimming is a specialty of yours, then? Yeah, perhaps more habit than specialty. The Gram is located alongside a lake, and I used to swim there in the winter to train. Seems that doing so has slightly improved my swimming in general. I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you'd join a more combat-oriented club. I see now that even swimming can contribute to training. That's the hope. My father once told me there are things about the sword we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. I had every intention to put those words into practice upon entering this camp. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influenced so much of your life seems very you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous. There's no need for that. You have your sword, you can do the same. Yes, you're right. I could have said anything. I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. Seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out. Best of luck, I know you can do it. Oh. Yep. Surprised to find that it's alright. Read through that. Mind if I join you? Not at all. I was thinking of taking a break myself. Go ahead and order something. This cafe uses high quality beans for its coffee. It's the rich flavor behind the initial bitterness, and the fragrance is utterly fantastic. Tell you you're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to coffee, then. Ha! Mainly due to my dad. He's been drinking it for as long as I can remember. Thanks to him, I started drinking it while I was studying, which gradually gave me a taste for it. Ah, that explains it. Actually, it makes me curious about the kind of person Governor Regnitz is. Speaking of which, is that tea I see you drinking? It is. I'm way more used to tea than I am coffee. The tea here is nice and relaxing too. Not sure I'll ever understand the appeal. Doesn't help that I was associated with nobles. In fact, I saw one particularly irritating noble arrogantly sipping away a cup by the other day. I couldn't be anyone other than Eustace. And how do you see arrogantly? Sorry, I didn't mean to rant. Didn't mean to sound like I was judging you or anything. I mean, you're not even a noble. Ha, don't worry about it. Why don't you give it a try, though? I actually ended up liking it. I guess I could. Try some of my coffee, then. You're right. This isn't so bad. I'm glad to hear it. I'd actually consider having some coffee next time I'm really studying. Ha! Keeps you sharp between the ears. Now the two of us study here sometime. Sounds like a plan. Thus, the two finish off their drinks and chatted together for a while longer. Oh. Looks like... the third one. Phew. Looking pretty busy there, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I just got some packages from home. Heavy ones at that. Just carried them here and I'm already totally beat. I can't believe that. Seems like there's food in one of these too, so I should probably look through them. Look like you could use a ham. Mind if I help out? Really? You would? Well, I'd sure appreciate it. Phew. Well, we're done with only about half of them now. I didn't expect there to be quite this much of everything. Has to be a month's worth of food in here. Not to mention a bunch of clothes and other daily necessities. I didn't expect this either. I feel bad for dragging you into it. My sister's way too protective of me sometimes. Oh, you have a sister? Yep. An older one. She's always been a bit of the clingy side too. I mean, I'm grateful that she sent me a care package, but I wish she'd tone it down a bit. Not a kid anymore. You mean it? I think that's kind of nice, actually. You can tell that she really cares about you. Really? Oh. Is that sheet music? Looks like someone got a lot of use. Yeah, I used to practice with this all the time back in. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to enter a music academy before I ended up here. Oh, really? You guys joined the wind orchestra. It wasn't just a casual thing for you two. Well, I've always loved music, ever since I was younger. But in the end, it wasn't all that serious about it, so I ended up choosing Thor's instead of music. Weird, really. Well, either way, it'll be nice to hear you play that priest sometime. Sure, one of these days. Oh. Okay. Now it's time to get started on I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. And that's another wrong turn that I almost took. Alright. Time to go to the engineering building. Hey there. Hey there. Good to see you. That person was with President Toe when I first arrived. You got a good memory. I'm George Gnome, second year, class 3. I was head of the engineering club. You're Irene Schwarzer from class 7. Right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Joe told me that you're helping out with the student council. Probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much. But I am curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? All the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep. You can basically think of this as the academy's very own orbit factory. Engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbits here for a long time now. Ah, that's pretty impressive. I see we repaired all the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request too? That's right. I handle the stuff here at the engineering club too. Usually deliver them themselves. But I'm a little too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. So what do you need to know? Awesome. Okay, here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver three orbital products for me. First up is this orbital scale, which I need delivered to the cooking club. The club meets in the home economics room on the second floor of the main building. Go to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from the cooking club. Home economics group. Okay, got it. The next two are both in town. Oh, so you take requests from people outside the academy? Yeah. There's so much talk about the club that I started. Get requests from people interested too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them. Certainly explains how you ended up so busy. Ha, sure does. Second delivery I need you to make is this antique orbital lamp. This one's going to Mitch at the pawn shop. We'll find it at the southeast part of the central shopping district. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. Antique orbital lamp for the pawn shop. Understood. Last but not least, the final lamp is the orbital wristwatch. One's going to Michael over at Radio Trista. Radio Trista is the southwest of the central shopping district. Let the receptionist know why you're there, and she'll call Michael out for you. An orbital wristwatch for Michael from Radio Trista. Ask the receptionist. Right, I can do that. And that's everything. I give you the items themselves. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not gonna be easy carrying all those around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just be sure to report back to me when you're done. Of course, I'll get started right away. We need to... I could. Hey there, you wouldn't happen to be here to join the cooking club, would you? Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something. Is this what you're waiting for? Yep, that's the orbital scale I asked George to fix, alright. I don't know how he works so fast. I'd really be lost without him. George's main challenge aside, I don't even know tools like this exist. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. Put a container full of ingredients in there. It'll even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy. I'll believe it. You don't have an interest in cooking by any chance? I haven't given much thought, to be honest, but I'm kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyways. You'd be surprised at how many students here can't. Here's the thing, the cafeteria might be cheap. It still costs more than making it yourself would. Have you even tried to cook anything else? Not yet. I don't even know where to start. Which means you're a virgin. You're as virgin as my olive oil. If you want to start cooking, I'd recommend you start cooking. Just make something, doesn't matter what. Tell you what, I'll even give you this to get you started. On top of it, here's a really easy recipe to get started. So easy, I got all the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. But thank you very much. Just it seems like it'll be a helpful companion. You sure you can handle it? Haha, sure, we get tons of them. It sparks a fire of cooking in your heart. It'll all be worth it. Got it. I'll be sure to get some use out of it then. Well, thanks again for bringing me a little oral scale. Please, and pass my thanks on to George for fixing it too. Will do. Okay. Kind of a bummer that they didn't make the school one continuous thing. Yep.
Right.
Now. Go down to meat. You got some business here, kid? Or you just window shopping? I do, actually. I'm here to give you something from the engineer. Oh, George fixed that thing already? Well, hand it over already, will you? Right. The kid does nice work. I swear. Why does being a pawnbroker have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? Who'd have thought an item break right after I paid for it? Ah, that's a pretty nasty surprise. You got a lot of students in here out of sheer curiosity? A fair few, sure. What, you looking for some money? I don't lend money to kids. Kids can think of this place as an exchange shop. So, like, items for items? Oh yeah, I think I got something a while back that you'd like you. Yours is a way of saying thanks for the delivery. Wait, is this a card game or something? Seems that way. Some good for nothing second year brought it in. Can't say I've ever bothered to play. You can give it a try, or don't, or burn it for all I care. I didn't pay for it. Thanks, that's really nice of you. I have a strange feeling that he just gave me this because he didn't have anywhere to put it, but oh well. Oh yeah, another thing, my shop's got the finest selection of curios and electricity. You don't see anything you like, come back later. I change up my goods sometimes then. When I feel like it. Anyway, see ya. Thanks for the delivery. Enjoy the playing cards or whatever. Anytime. And then
Okay, let's give this a try. There we go. Okay, let's give this a try. There we go. Okay, let's give this a try.
I'll do one more.
There we go.
Try. Man, isn't that Reina's like a master chef over here? Oh yeah. Michael. Oh. Nope. Ah, there it is. I'll finish off this quest. That wasn't the place where I wanted to be. I just... Welcome to Radio Chista. How can I help you today? Is there someone named Michael here? I have a delivery from the engineering club, and ideally, I'd like to take it to him directly. As a matter of fact, we do have a Michael here. Let me call him for you. You can wait on the sofa over there if you like. Sorry to keep you waiting. Said you got a delivery from the engineering club for me? I do indeed. Here it is. Wow. Really did fix it up. Some pro level work. Starting out on a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous without a quick way to check the time. Things will be just fine now, though. I can imagine that would be pretty intense. Well, you know. Besides the 99, if things work out, Radio Trista is guaranteed to see a pretty big increase in popularity. Which would mean I'll be one step closer to achieving my dream of... Oops, sorry, shouldn't be getting all excited like that and boring you with my life story. Not at all. I'm of the opinion that being passionate about what you do is a good thing. Job's pretty much my entire life at this point. If you want to make me feel alive, tune into the show tonight. You bet. Alright, what if I hadn't known? Well, gotta head back. My sound producer's in there waiting for me. Normally I'd treat you to some tea or something, but today's really... Tell George thanks for fixing my watch when you get back. Of course. Good luck with tonight's show. Alright, this is the last item delivered. I should go tell George. It always has me facing the wrong direction. When I'm, you know... I must seek out George, who is of the jungle. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Seems like you're done with those deliveries. All three of them. Nice work. Now you're finished delivering those. What do you think of the places you delivered them to? Well, they're certainly all unique. None of them are places I'd normally go, either. I've wandered into the home economics room eventually, but not the pawn shop or the radio station. Yeah, I don't think most do. Pawn shop in particular is kind of hard to find, too. That's true. I feel as though I have a general idea of where most of the main places of interest are, thanks to this. Almost feels like this request benefited me more than it did you. Yeah, well, that's nice to hear. Spoke to Michael while you're at Radio Trista. Did he tell you anything about the new show that's starting up? He did. It starts at 9 p.m. tonight, doesn't it? I figured he'd mention that. Thrilled about the show, and that enthusiasm is interesting. Well, you are planning on tuning in? I'd love to, but... don't have an orbital radio? In that case, here. It's all yours. Wait, really? The latest Mod 2. Same one I got. Helped me out big time today, so it only seems right to pay you back. Are you sure? Of course, I bought it for research purposes, but I never really found the chance to make any use of it. You ways to just leave it here collecting dust, so I'd be thrilled if you accidentally got some use out of it. Well, that's the case. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh yeah, there's something I'd like you to tell the rest of Class 7 for me. Oh? Instructor Sarah came to me with a request the other day. Long story short, she left me in charge of doing maintenance on all your Arcus units. No kidding. Like I said, the engineering club's basic Thor's orbital factory, so yeah. And of course, I'm really interested in your Arcus news myself. So if you need help anything Arcus related, just come visit me and I'll sort it out. Good to know. Part of me feels bad adding to your workload. It's a relief to hear that you'll be the one in charge of this stuff. Ah, that's quite the compliment. Alright, I also mentioned that you know about stuff with the masters, right? You know, stuff the monsters sometimes drop with regular stuff? Exactly. Sure, you don't need me to tell you how regular stuff can be. Some of the masters has tons of impurities, so they never receive much attention. Recently, someone discovered a way to efficiently extract stuff with them. That's so. Oh, it is so. Thanks to that, most shops are willing to take them off your hands at a decent price nowadays. No point in holding on to them. So go ahead and sell them if you find any. A little extra money never hurt anyone. Sounds like a good deal to me. Lou. I think I've just about talked out for the day. Again, for all your help. Here's hoping we can keep exchanging face. Ditto, we'll be counting on you. Let's see. Okay, and with that, whew, a lot of work. I'm exhausted. Feels good though, kind of fulfilling. Now I think about it, George might have made that request specifically for my sake. I feel like I get to know a lot more about Tristan and the Academy now that I'm done. Who's that? She's hanging around here. She must be a member of the engineering club, right? Big thing next to her wasn't here before either. What could it be? Well, doesn't matter now. I've got another request to finish. Well, because we got the first episode of Red Moon Rose, we'll read it. Our story begins in Erebonia during the Middle Ages, some 200 years ago. The War of the Lions had concluded in western Zemuria, and Emperor Dracos, a driving force behind its resolution, had been deceased for over a decade. The imperial capital, Heimdall, was a beautiful, traditional city with its rows of cheerful red brick buildings that had earned it the nickname the Vermilion Capital. In one back alley of the city, however, a solemn mood reigned. Soldiers in military uniforms paced up and down while a crowd of onlookers gathered to see what was going on. They clung to the edges of the scene, refusing to disperse no matter how many times they were asked. In the center of the commotion lay a young woman. Her skin was shockingly pale, as if not a drop of blood ran through her veins. On her neck, 2 dark red spots stood out, stark contrast to the pallid flesh. Seeing this, a middle-aged soldier let out a loud sigh and took out his pocket watch. It was just after 6. He gave a curt order to his subordinates to find out who she was, and the woman's body was swiftly carried away from the curious stares of the gawkers. After watching her safely borne away, he noticed a younger soldier following the woman with his eyes as well. Ah, Alphonse. Tapped the young man of soldiers. The soldier stared, seeming to realize that he was still under. Ah, sorry. Gerard. Someone flustered. Alphonse adjusted his beret, then hung his head apologetically. Though snapped from his reverie, it was clear that he still had something on his mind. I believe I told you before to address me as Sir while on duty. I'm your commanding officer, after all, Gerard said jokingly. The fond pat on his soldiers, Gerard reminded him to stay focused, then left to give orders to the rest of his subordinates. Alphonse quickly returned to his post, silently grateful for Gerard's characteristically thoughtful gesture. Watching this exchange was another young soldier, the same age as Alphonse. Scowling unpleasantly gave it an audible touch. The girl's untimely demise, though shocking, was one in a series of grisly murders that were the talk of the town. Most of the victims were young women who had been out at night. They had all met their ends through loss of blood. Or put another way, the victims had died after having all the blood drained from their bodies. Furthermore, all the bodies which had been found had something else in common. Each had bite marks on their neck, as if they were pierced for sharp fangs. Didn't take long for word of this to spread among the people of Heimdall, and all who heard the rumors were quick to think of one of the many ancient legends that existed as Erebony, specifically the legend that described immortal monstrous creatures who roamed the land at night, feeding on the blood of humans. It was these very legends that eventually came inspiration for mass killings, new moniker, vampire murders. That night, after his duties were complete, the Alphonse made his way to a small tavern tucked away in a corner capital by the name of Allegria to enjoy the late evening meal. As he sat down to his dinner, a pretty girl near his own age with glossy chestnut ponytail studied him with obvious concern. So how is it, Alfie? Is it nice? I hope so. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The girl, Luca, had been Alphonse's friend since his arrival in Heimdall about 10 years before. A shy and nervous smile tugged at her. Lips said she'd continued to watch him. Alphonse felt a hot blush creep into his neck under his intense gaze, but he forced himself to eat. Beef stew she had made that simple yet comforting taste. Yeah, he assured you. It's really good. You're really getting the hang of this. Luca relaxed at his words. With a few quick, self-conscious glances at the rest of the tavern customers, she seated herself opposite him. Her courage seemed spent after this gesture, though. They sat in awkward silence for some time until she managed to hesitate. How's work going these days? With the word work, Alphonse's hands, which had carrying food to his mouth, instantly came to a halt. Despite the so-called vampire murders going on for quite some time, he'd been unable to find a single clue as to the culprit behind it all. The corpse of the woman from that afternoon flashed across his mind. The pleasant flavor of the stew died on his tongue. So young. She must have had a family, friends, even a partner. It's like anyone else. She had her whole life ahead of her, and yet that life had been brought to a sudden end. Just like so many others before her. What the criminal had done was unforgivable, but the reprehensible nature of the crimes wasn't the only reason that Alphonse was obsessed with this case. But sadly for him, there was very little that he could do to solve it now that he had been removed from the investigation team. Luca's soft voice brought him back from his thoughts. Alfie, just don't go overdoing it, okay? Her kind words made Alphonse realize how tense his expression must have been. Her concern embarrassed him. I'm fine, honestly, said what he hoped was reassuring. Alphonse was a member of the unit of the Imperial Army, probably known as the Gerard Team, which was responsible for maintaining law and order in Heimdall. Gerard, the team's commanding officer, had long cared for Alphonse like a father. It was his recommendation that led Alphonse to join the army, become a member of the team. Since then, he lived in a dormitory near the army's guardhouse. His meal at the tavern finished, he sketched Luca as quick goodbye and took his usual route back towards the dormitory. Near a red color moon hung full in the sky, bathing the brick buildings in a bewitching carmine glow. Walking along, Alphonse couldn't help but notice that the number of people in the streets at night was much smaller of late. Considering the culprit behind the vampire murders still hadn't been found. This is hardly surprising, though. Yet, despite the fact that anyone dared to take to the streets, the victims kept appearing one after the other, as if to mock the soldiers who patrolled in the night to keep them safe. Sense of fear increased by the day. It was a deep unease shared by Al and the soldiers. Suddenly, he swore to himself yet again that he would stop at nothing to catch whoever was responsible, bring them to justice. Suddenly, Alphonse stops in his tracks. His troubled thoughts interrupted by the sight of an unaccompanied woman walking ahead of him. The deep shadows blackening the path made it difficult to be certain. She seemed unsteady on his feet. To his further surprise, she then turned and disappeared down an even darker back alley. Considering the ongoing vampire, it's hard to believe that anyone could be so careless. With a resolute air, Alphonse set about following the woman, determined to call out to her, try and prevent her from coming to any harm. He entered the black alley. The room obscured all but the sharp of angles. He squinted. Lena's eyes to adjust. The soft outline of a woman's back took shape in the lips of the excuse me, miss, I'm not sure it's wise to be. Alphonse forgot what he was about to say. Something was wrong. So the woman turned to face him, her head lung limply to the side, long hair masking her face. Hint of eyes could be seen through the wild walks. They held no focus, no awareness. She opened her mouth and moaned. Horrified by the disturbing figure before him, Alphonse froze. In an instant, she was on him. Arms outstretched, she lunged and seized his neck in a crushing grip. Taken completely by surprise, he fell backward, waited for her, pinning him down. Slowly, methodically, she began to squeeze. Gah! How could that seemingly lifeless woman be careful of such an ashes? No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't pry his hands around his weapon pipe. All his training, his useful strength, none of it seemed to count for anything against those unyielding claws. Her fingers dug deeper. This already painful absence of air became indescribable agony. From his low vantage point, Alphonse was able to see more of the woman's face now. Swimming in and out of his oxygen-starved brain, but her pale flesh was almost luminous against the darkness of the night. Her lips were chapped and colorless. As she squeezed, they began to part in a hungry layer, the edges splitting. Dinner. Although Alphonse could barely understand what was happening, his instinct knew exactly what the woman was about to do. He bucked and writhed desperately in her grip. Her hold was too great. Black began seeping into his vision. Even as he remembered the saber belted into his waist, he was too weak to draw it. The black-eyed woman thrust her face eagerly towards his neck, teeth bared and mouth the iron wide. Alphonse began to close his mind. Death seemed to his only choice, but then the world of his fading view exploded. And with that, I will save. And anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure doing these voices. And we shall